You mean not hollering like a moose on the table?
It's practical now. Nature's way.
It is.
And everything's all right.
4D is a giant technological leap from those standard black and white ultrasound images. But already they know it sucks its thumb like its sister used to, and that it's got a great set of pins. In a matter of months, 40 of their new machines were snapped up by hospitals around the country. A new generation of parents seeing their unborn child up close and very personal.
From a physician's perspective, you also get additional diagnosis.
Pictures like these give doctors a very clear idea about any abnormalities and how they need to prepare for treatment after birth. Most of the time, though, it's the ultimate peace of mind.
What you're watching is an Australian medical first, a mum delivering her own baby by caesarean.
Once Oliver's head and shoulders were out, I actually reached down, linked my arms around his shoulders and started to pull him out of my womb.
We didn't set about to be the Australian first when we did it. We just sort of looked at it as a specific request from a particularly motivated woman.
I was actually suited up with some gloves. I was rubbed down with alcohol on my hands in case I did come into contact with my own body. I needed to make sure that I was sterile.
The drip also had to be moved to just below the elbow to allow Paula free movement when reaching for baby Oliver. Other than that, the only difference was the end result.
Well, in my opinion, in some practices, the vagina has become obsolete.
Obstetrician Jules Black encourages his patients to deliver naturally, but says the market for Caesars can't be ignored.
To what extent does fear enter into it?
Huge factor. I call it the F word in obstetrics because time and time again, women with their first baby, with a lovely pelvis, with their head deeply in, and the cervix nice and favourable and ripe, they go way over their dates.
He was never going to come out.
There's no chance on earth. Yeah.
So they said, well, we're going to give you a caesarean, and quite frankly, after 5 days, I was really happy with that.
We could tell family when they could come, what time, you know, it was all very organised and planned. I was worried about that whole period of labour and also getting stitches, and decided that it would be better for him, and I wanted to have a calm baby, and as it was, that's exactly how it's turned out.
4 years ago, she made an extraordinary film about her first pregnancy called Losing Layla. It told of her long and difficult labour. And her desire to experience a natural childbirth. After 20 hours of hard labour, Vanessa's daughter was in serious distress, and the doctor's only answer was an emergency caesarean.
I felt like I was so distressed that might have put her into distress and eventually caused the meconium inhalation, which eventually killed her.
From Layla's death to Raphael's elective caesarean birth, Vanessa Gorman's experience provides a snapshot of how and why Australia's way of having babies has changed.
They choose mobile phones, they choose high-tech cars, they choose gadgets for their houses. We're a very technology-driven society. We're comfortable with intervention and technology, and I think that's extended into, I really believe that's extended into the birthing process.
What we are seeing is that for the convenience of large organisations, i.e. major hospitals and practitioners, that women are slotted in. It's basically production line birth.
Little Tobias was born at home with only a midwife attending.
I believe, and evidence backs me up categorically, that vaginal birth is safest.
Opponents of caesarean say that you've been lied to, you've been duped.
By whom?
Your doctor. Your doctor has considered this convenient for him or her.
Oh, look, you know, that's a bit of a silly old argument, really.
When you look at this wall, I mean, there's no time that you say, gee, I wished I'd had a natural birth.
Of course not.
Am I able to ask what your compelling medical reasons were?
Oh, absolutely. Preservation of the pelvic floor. I mean, I sort of think that this is like the last no-go zone in a vast territory of secret women's business.
Now a Melbourne newsreader, Tracy says that although she has no regrets about having both her children by caesarean, she is aware that other women feel differently.
Thousands of Copenhagen's children.
A sinister racket, an international trade in human eggs. This Romanian university professor is the world's oldest mother. Now, still single, she's discovered it really is never too late. And the proudest IVF specialist in the world today is the man who engineered Adriana Iliescu's pregnancy, Dr. Bogdan Marinescu. So there's no such thing as too old?
It's very difficult to say too old.
You would do it again?
Maybe yes, maybe not.
Romania is still a desperately poor country, and with few laws to protect them, its young women are being preyed upon for an international trade in human embryos. It's a flourishing business. She was paid the grand sum of $250. But check the company's website and you'll find that the women who receive these eggs pay a minimum $8,000 US for the treatment. Were your ovaries and your womb damaged?
Yes, the ovaries were very large and there was a lot of fluid inside.
And he has just spent $150,000 making his own family.
And that's his...
Augusta Perry is the surrogate mum of Sarkis's babies.
That's what Mommy did. Those 3 babies, you see that? They're not in my belly anymore, huh?
This African-American woman is a single mum who, for a fee, agreed to have 3 embryos implanted in her.
She's a good woman for doing this for me.
She did not provide the eggs. They came from an anonymous donor. And Sarkis is the biological father, which means the triplets bear no resemblance to Augusta, who acted only as an incubator. And when the day came, Augusta had no problem in parting with the triplets.
And if they want to meet me, then that's totally up to Sarkis. But if he's not comfortable with it, then, I wouldn't want to have that happen. But only if he's comfortable and if the kids understand that I'm not Mommy, I was just somebody that carried them.
This is my life now.
Sarkis's mother and father joined him in California for the birth. This is a strong Catholic family.
I pray every day to Jesus to make sure that he leads me the right way and for me to be a good dad and look after them.
And the woman who provided the other biological half of these babies?
She says that she prefers not to meet her offspring. I will have to be Mum and Dad.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
An extraordinary story of love and persistence.
Do you feel pregnant still?
I feel empty.
Really? You really do? If you do that, what do you feel?
There's nothing here anymore.
Wow. Okay, we want Chinoa to have a hug.
Don't be that way.
You can come here from now until 12 o'clock at night.
Hey.
So around whenever you and Mom.
It's gonna make me cry.
It's over.
Good.
A little heartbreak, but it's a lot of pride. When I look at him and think, God, you were just inside me. I helped you grow. And then the thought of him leaving, of course, is gonna break my heart. But then, I'm so proud that his daddies get to take care of him and raise him. I can't wait to see pictures of him, and I can't wait to talk to him on the phone when he starts talking. And I know his dads will make sure that happens.
Yeah, well, he's pretty small, but he's very long.
From the start there, they just knew that the baby in my tummy was Tony and Elise, and my babies were Joshua and Elise. Those are my babies. So anytime Elise would bring up the baby in my tummy, I would just restate the fact, who are my babies? And she says Joshua and Elise. And I take that time to also point out, and where does Tony and Lee's baby get to live? with Tony and Lee at their house. So it's been embedded into their brain whose baby it is. They know exactly where he belongs.
An insight into the generation who thought they could have it all, who were promised it all.
It's crap. It's crap. We can't have it all. We can't even have it, as some older feminists have said to me, oh, but Virginia, we never said you could have it all at once. You can have it at different times. Well, that's crap too. There are a lot of women like me that cocked it up.
Bombarded with images of older celebrity mums who appear to cruise effortlessly into motherhood, it's little wonder that women believe they can easily delay having a baby till their mid to late 30s, even early 40s.
It's not like I can say, OK, look, I never finished that MBA or I never finished that PhD, I'll go back to it later on. You can't go back to having children. You can't go back and repair busted fertility organs. It just doesn't work.
All the talk about health budgets can be seen in here. There is close to $1 million worth of machinery on each of these babies. There is one nurse for every one of them, around the clock. The average stay for a sick preemie costs $250,000.